Coordinates: 48 degrees 12 and 16 degrees 22, A, 48.200 degrees north 16.367 degrees east, 48.200, 16.367 Vienna, Austro-Bavarian. Wien is the national capital, largest city, and one of 9 states of Austria. Vienna is Austria's most populous city, with about 1.9 million inhabitants, and its cultural, economic, and political center. It is the 6th largest city by population within city limits in the European Union. Until the beginning of the 20th century, Vienna was the largest German-speaking city in the world, and before the splitting of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in World War I, the city had 2 million inhabitants. Today, it is the 2nd largest German-speaking city after Berlin. Vienna is host to many major international organizations, including the United Nations, OPEC and the OSCE. The city is located in the eastern part of Austria and is close to the borders of the Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary. These regions work together in a European Centrope border region. Along with nearby Bratislava, Vienna forms a metropolitan region with 3 million inhabitants. In 2001, the city center was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In July 2017 it was moved to the list of World Heritage in Danger. Additionally to being known as the City of Music, due to its musical legacy. As many famous classical musicians such as Beethoven and Mozart who called Vienna home. Vienna is also said to be the City of Dreams, because of it being home to the world's first psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud. Vienna's ancestral roots lie in early Celtic and Roman settlements that transformed into a medieval and Baroque city. It is well known for having played a pivotal role as a leading European music center. From the age of Viennese classicism through the early part of the 20th century, the historic center of Vienna is rich in architectural ensembles, including Baroque palaces and gardens, and the late 19th century Ringstrasse lined with grand buildings, monuments and parks. Vienna is known for its high quality of life. In a 2005 study of 127 world cities, the Economist Intelligence Unit ranked the city first in the 2014 Innovation Cities Index, which analyzed 162 indicators in covering 3 areas: culture, infrastructure, and markets. Vienna regularly hosts urban planning conferences and is often used as a case study by urban planners. Between 2005 and 2010, Vienna was the world's #1 destination for international congresses and conventions. It attracts over 6.8 million tourists a year. The English name Vienna is borrowed from the homonymous Italian name. The etymology of the city's name is still subject to scholarly dispute. Some claim that the name comes from Vedunia, meaning forest stream, which subsequently produced the Old High German Uinia, the New High German Wien and its dialectal variant Wien. Others believe that the name comes from the Roman settlement name of Celtic extraction Windobong, probably meaning fair village. White settlement, from Celtic roots. Window, meaning bright or fair, as in the Irish Finn and the Welsh Gwyn. And Bona, village, settlement. The Celtic word windows may reflect a widespread prehistorical cult of windows, a Celtic deity who survives in Irish mythology as the warrior and seer Finn mac Coil. A variant of this Celtic name could be preserved in the Czech, Slovak and Polish names of the city and in that of the city's district Wieden. The name of the city in Hungarian has a different, probably Slavonic origin, and originally referred to an Avar fort in the area. Slovene speakers call the city Dunaj, which in other Central European Slavic languages means the river Danube, on which the city stands. Evidence has been found of continuous habitation in the Vienna area since 500 BC, when Celts settled the site on the Danube. In 15 BC the Romans fortified the frontier city they called Windobong to guard the empire against Germanic tribes to the north. Close ties with other Celtic peoples continued through the ages. The Irish monk Saint Colman, once home to many Irish monks. In 976, Leopold I of Babenberg became Count of the Eastern March, a district centered on the Danube on the eastern frontier of Bavaria. This initial district grew into the Duchy of Austria. Each succeeding Babenberg ruler expanded the march east along the Danube, eventually encompassing Vienna and the lands immediately east. In 1145, Duke Henry II Jasomirgott moved the Babenberg family residence from Klosterneuburg in Lower Austria to Vienna. From that time, Vienna remained the center of the Babenberg dynasty. In 1440, Vienna became the resident city of the Habsburg dynasty. It eventually grew to become the de facto capital of the Holy Roman Empire in 1437 and a cultural center for arts and science, music and fine cuisine. Hungary occupied the city between 1485 and 1490. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Christian forces twice stopped Ottoman armies outside Vienna. In the 1529 siege of Vienna and the 1683 Battle of Vienna, the Great Plague of V.